Hi everyone, and welcome back to this complete beginner's guide to Etsy. So I'm going to be going through week 1 with you, which is effectively what you should be doing with your first week on Etsy, all right? So we're going to be going through 6 points that you have to be doing on your first week of Etsy. Okay. So you might want to grab a pen and paper, and I've also created a little PDF for you in the description box below. So if you want to just skip the whole pen and paper thing and grab this, download and print it out, you can find that in the description box below. But for now, let's get into week 1. So the very first thing that we have to do, and this is actually before we even open our Etsy shop, is look at the creative concepts. Look at the things that we can do. So brainstorm a list of things that you can make or that you want to make. Now, I know that this step may not be applicable to a few of you watching, because I know that a lot of you probably already know what you want to make, but just in case, it's always worth brainstorming a list of things that you can do and you can make, because boss, let's be honest, if you're building a proper legacy business, which is basically the name for a business that's long-term rather than short-term, you're gonna be making a lot of this thing. So you've gotta make sure that you enjoy making it and that you're passionate about it, all right? So the first step is to spend about half an hour brainstorming all the things that you can and that you want to make. And don't skip this step if you think you already know what it is that you want to make. The second step is to create a prototype. Now, this sounds really corporate, but create a kind of tester, sample, prototype version of the thing that you have decided that you want to sell. Again, the fact of it is that so many people will skip all the way through these steps before they even attempt to make the thing that they want to make. Now, even if you're saying, Steph, I've been making this thing for years, I don't need to do this, you absolutely do, because it's completely different making it when you're chilled out in front of the TV, or you're eating dinner, or you're doing it over a really chill Sunday morning. It's completely different to doing it as a business. So make sure to create a prototype, even if it's not completely done and you want to make tweaks to it. Make sure to do that, because actually this is really important for point number 3. So point number 3 is to basically, in your mind, you want to go to your family, your friends, your loved ones and say, hey, I'm making this new product. I really want you guys to test it, all right? And in the retail industry, this is called a focus group, and people literally spend millions on this, and you don't really need to. So even better if you can get a focus group full of people that you think will be your target market. Now, we're not going to be going into target market too much in today's video in week 1, your first week on Etsy. However, what you want to do is you want to get this prototype done, dusted, made. So let's say, for example, that you're making soap. You want to create a soap bar prototype, and you want to give a little piece of it to your friends and family, or whoever is in your focus group. I mean, it doesn't have to be friends and family. It could be your book club. It can be your running group. It can be your local village hall. It can be anyone that will possibly be buying your product. Give a sample of it too. Now, the reason we're doing this is because you would be so freaking surprised how many comments and constructive feedback people will give you. Now, you will get the people who are like, yes, great, bonza, nothing to change, which is fine. But what you're really after is skipping that little honeymoon tester period, if you skip this step, that every Etsy shop goes through, where you will get a 2-star, 3-star, 1-star review because you're not quite seasoned enough yet. So that's what we want to skip, okay, by doing this. So make a prototype, give it to a focus group of family, friends. Honestly, bosses, you don't have to spend too much time doing this, but that is something that you 110% want to do. And write your notes down. See what people say. Are they saying that the bars are too big, too small? Are they saying that actually they want a tin to keep it in? That doesn't have to be something that you include in the product, but at the very least, quite exciting, you're going to spark some more product ideas. So please make sure not to skip this step because you will suffer for it in the long run. Bosses, we've been having some really great conversations in today's video. However, I'm here to tell you about this. This is called your conversion rate, and I've actually made for you in the description box below a free 90-minute conversion rate masterclass. So I'm just going to quickly explain to you in 1 minute why this is important. Okay. So this is your Etsy shop and these are your customers. So let's say that you get 100 customers into your store and you have a 1% conversion rate. That means you get one sale, and roughly that's going to be about $30 to £30. But what happens when we increase that conversion rate to 2%, 3% and above? This suddenly doubles, triples, quadruples without you having to change anything. Now, getting customers into your store costs time, effort, and money. But what if you didn't have to change this, you didn't have to change your shop, all you had to change was this conversion rate? That is what I'm going to be teaching you in today's masterclass. So whether you're a newbie or a seasoned Etsy shop owner, get yourself down below and register for that masterclass so you can increase this number. Back to the video. So step 4, we are now opening our Etsy shop. So once you've done all of this and you're like, not really a lot else I can do now, open your Etsy shop. Now, what I'm going to say, boss, so many people get caught up in this. They either procrastinate it or they spend so much freaking time in their shop tinkering. I want to challenge you. Set a timer on your phone. Spend no more than 40 minutes, I'm not joking, doing the basics. So, look at your policies, your shipping profiles, all of that stuff, your shop name. You want to spend no more than 40 minutes opening your Etsy shop, all right? So make sure to set a timer, and once that timer goes off, that's it. It's like a supermarket sweep on your Etsy shop. Do whatever you can within that 40 minutes, because what that's going to do is that's going to enable you to move through this process faster. And boss, we've only got a week. I'm going to get you, your Etsy shop set up, ready and primed to receive sales in 1 month or less, all right? So if we're going to do this, we have to do it quickly and efficiently, all right? And not procrastinate, procrastinatype, whatever you are prone to doing, you're going to get to know yourself so much better during this 4-week mini course, but you just don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. Number 5 is to create 5 to 10 placeholder listings. Now, one big thing I'm going to say here is on this step, you want to set up your shop so that it is possible for it to receive sales, but it's not making sales. So what do I mean by that? So essentially, you want your shop to be open so that if someone, like a family, someone in your prototype group, in your focus group, wants to purchase something from your shop, they are able to, but you're not actually saying, okay, I'm actively going out there and making sales, because we're not quite there yet. We are not ready. So create 5 to 10 placeholder listings. Now, you will need some listings to actually open up your Etsy shop, but you don't want to spend too much time on this, boss, because again, you don't want to procrastinate. Even if it is the same listing with a different picture, do that. Do not spend too much time on this, but you want to have some placeholder listings, and essentially you are practicing listing at this point. Now, I do have tons of videos on my channel showing you how to list something quickly, so go and find those on my channel. But boss, you don't want to be spending too much time on this, all right? So once you've done all of this, and only once you've done steps 1 to 5, do not skip a step, because your business will suffer for it in the long run. Step 6, which is to clarify your target market. And we're not going to go too deep into it, but all I want you to make notes on, write down, is this: who is your target market not? All right. So who is it that would be completely repelled by your product? This sounds counterintuitive, but if I was to say to you, who's going to buy your product? You might be a bit like, oh, well, I don't know, maybe women aged 20 to 35. Is that deep enough? No, it's not. We have to go deeper. So the first step is to say, who is your target market not? So let's say again that you are making soap. Your target market is not going to be people who buy Chanel luxury shower gels, right? That's probably not going to be your target market. However, you can bet your bottom dollar that people that love natural soap products are gonna love your soap. Another arm to this is to actually have a look at some competitors in your space. Physical shops work as well, and actually go in there and just observe who is like walking past the shop and it's not even in their eye line, and even who is like walking into that shop and walking straight back out again. So for example, if I was making soaps, I would be looking at Lush, and I would be sitting outside of Lush with my little notepad, or just having a little walk around, and I'd be looking at the people that go into the shop and that just completely walk past, or as I said, walk in and walk out again. So make notes on that. And these are your tasks for the next week. So I know there's a lot to do here, but actually most of it is research, okay? So make sure to subscribe to my channel for the rest of the videos in this mini course. Do not forget to check out all of the extra freebies that I have made for you, Handmade Boss, in the description box below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know that you like it. Let me know that you want to see more videos like this with me and my trusty whiteboard. And guys, I cannot wait to go on this journey together. I'm so excited for you. Pop in the comments down below. What kind of shop are you going to open? What are you going to sell? What are the results of your focus groups and comments that you've got? Let me know. And guys, I will catch you in the next video. Bye everyone.